Face having ass. Hey, what's going on? It's Eric Peoples. Um, yeah, I know I just got through getting done with my Arrow video, and at the end of my Arrow video, I had stated that if you guys wanted me to talk about the Avengers trailer that was leaked, that I would. And thanks to my guy Marquise Owens and Dante Becton. They liked me into the what shall I say? They tagged me into the official video and the official trailer for Age of Ultron. Uh, I've literally watched it 3 times already, and it's probably been maybe 15 minutes, 15 20 minutes maybe. Yeah, the trailer, it starts off really creepy with this really creepy music, and it's showing all of this devastation and people crying out and maybe even protesting, and you hear Ultron's voiceover talking about strings, and you see the Mach 1 version of Ultron, which is comprised of the bots that Tony Stark was making, and he's saying that I have no strings or whatnot, and then it's not necessarily the trailer that you would think where there's a lot of dialogue, because there isn't. It's mostly a lot of dramatic music and a lot of cutscenes. And wow, I mean, they hit you with just so much. You see Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. You see the Hulkbuster going into battle with Stark inside of it. So I'm because my original thought when I saw the Hulkbuster designs for it, I thought that Ultron was probably going to take control of it. But now I have this theory that with the whole Civil War arc supposedly in the works as Phase 3 and not Thanos, I believe that this is going to set up for that arc. What people have to understand is, and why the Civil War arc makes so much sense going into it, going into Phase 3. It's because first of all, you had Shield, and Shield was basically the homeland security of the world, and you ultimately find out that the homeland security of the world is half of it is a Nazi party. Which is very similar to what history is with America, how we used a lot of the Nazis to try to fight, you know, the Soviet Union and things of that nature. But but they were still growing and still nesting. That's the difference between the histories, as far as we know, in the fact in the fictional world. So now you find out that Shield is half Hydra, and now they're taking each other out. So now Stark is saying, "Okay, we as the Avengers will clean up the world's mess." And because it's only 6 of them at the time, Stark creates Ultron. That is pretty much known, and they pretty much said it's not Henry Pym, but uh it's Stark that creates it. And now you have Stark and the Avengers, who are supposed to be the basically cleanup men of the world, and now you create Ultron because you're trying to take a load off, and now you create Ultron, and now he's an even bigger issue than anything Hydra had came up with. I've even heard that the story is so big that there may be even some time travel involved. That literally the Avengers is either beaten, which there's a scene very early on in the trailer where they're on one of the Quinjets, and they all look defeated. Thor, Cap, everybody's in their corner, just like, what the fuck just happened? And Banner takes the cake. Mark Ruffalo is literally cradling. This is the guy who controls the Hulk, the quote unquote strongest of them all. The person who everybody swears up and down Superman would lose to. He is cradling. You don't understand the gravity of that. To see Banner cradling means so much in what this movie is going to bring. Um, I have my theories. I had a theory that, and now it makes sense because of the Civil War story arc, which I'm going to come full circle with that in a moment. Um, that Banner will not be a part of Phase 3. I don't think he will be. I think generally we will get a Planet Hulk movie, which Guardians of the Galaxy will be a part of. That's what I think. I think for whatever reason, because I've heard many different sources, and I don't know who to quote, and I won't quote them, but I generally do believe that something will happen to Banner, whether he completely hulks out and lose control of the Hulk, or he does something in sacrifice for the Avengers, that we won't have Hulk. In the Avengers, he won't be on Earth anymore. Just put it like that. And coming full circle with the Civil War arc, now that shit has hit the fan with the Avengers, and now we have all of this shit going on. Now the government is like, you know what? Fuck that. We want to know all of you motherfuckers, and we want to know what you could do, and you're going to answer to us. And Stark is feeling, responsible. That's one of the themes with the Iron Man movies is responsibility and being held accountable. And this is Stark trying to be held accountable for his actions and the actions of the other heroes. And of course, Captain America has come full circle in understanding that the way that the world works isn't the same ideology that they had back in the 40s. America's no longer America. It's actually kind of corny to and politically incorrect to believe in America in a sense. You need to be more worldly, and whether that's right or wrong, who knows? I have my own opinions, but this ain't about my opinions as far as political things. So, yeah, so those things are going to clash. So, I guess they're going to have that clash. I believe Thor is literally going to leave and go back to Asgard because they have to sew up those ties with Thor Dark World and Loki, who I believe is in power and has disguised himself as Odin so that he could give the Tesseract to Thanos. I believe that just because we saw that failure on Earth, I believe in Avengers 1, I believe that was just to test the Avengers to see what their capacity was. And with defeating them, with defeating them, he would have naturally gained the Tesseract and things would have went by a lot smoother than what they did, but he didn't. They didn't win. And now he sees that they are formidable. And now the question is Ultron some sort of ploy of Thanos? Who knows? I've heard rumors. You guys hit me in the comments if you heard anything or anything that I've talked about. I've heard that Thanos is supposed to make a guest appearance in this movie. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but it'd be interesting to see. But that theory that Olga Zoloff was talking about in Winter Soldier, I believe is going to play a critical role in Ultron's development. Um, I believe that that's what's going to offset that run robot and make him into Ultron. Because they say that Ultron has been given all of Stark's knowledge, but the thing is, he doesn't have Stark's morality, that sense of responsibility that Stark has. Well, you could say because Ultron is saying that humans are the cancer of the planet, which is partly true because we destroy so much and we create war, but there has to be a way of fixing things without genocide. So yeah, the trailer was awesome. Um Ultron itself is interesting, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. I was more interested in what's going to happen with the characters more than the villains. I believe Samuel L. Jackson said it best that DC has the villains and we have the heroes in Marvel. And you know, I was more interested in what's going on with Thor, and why is Hulk and Black Widow touching hands like they've made some sort of connection and all of that stuff. I want to know what's going on with the Avengers. The villain is like, I thought of Loki and Avengers like, he's not really that menacing. Not to me. He wasn't as a great threat like that for these guys to come together. Thor beat him in his own movie like really easily. Thor probably could have beat him really easily and probably could have beat half of his army down by himself. But of course, they had to make it seem like he was a bigger bad than what he is. Not that I don't like Loki. That guy is awesome. He kicks ass. But he's not that menacing of a character to me. But yeah. Hit me in the comments, guys. Let me know what you guys think about it. The trailer's up for everybody to see, and this is just my little 2 cents in it. I don't do age. I don't do Agents of Shield because I don't watch the show. Even though I know that by the mid season finale we're gonna start getting little tidbits about how that show is going to be affected by Age of Ultron. So look out for that. And for you guys who do watch the show, if you see anything in that, hit me in the comments and let me know. And maybe I will try to catch up with it because I know they did the same thing for Captain America with a soldier. So yeah, that's it, man. Check it out. Hit me with a like if you like what you see. Subscribe. Of course, I do those videos for the TV shows. And if you didn't like what you see, hit me with a dislike, but don't be a jerk and just dislike it. Let me know what you didn't like. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.